Heyo, DawnHawkDown here, coming at you from the tubes for you. Welcome to my YouTube series Communities, where I make working settlements in The Sims 3 and Minecraft. Right now you can see we're in Minecraft. Here in Minecraft, I've picked and prepared 3 spots on the map for my communities, and may be jumping from between the 3 as to not to get bored. I will be attempting to make a village-safe community that will be, hopefully, mob-proof. When the villages are completed, that season will end. While playing The Sims, I will be taking a blank map and remaking a town from scratch. You will join me as I lay the houses and modify them to look better than the original. I may need to make a Sims in order to do a few things. While making Sims episodes, I'll be focusing on one map per session, with seasons being a loose term for how long it takes me to complete a town. After completing a town, I shall start over with a fresh blank map. Now that the show explanation is out of the way, let's get started creating a settlement. Today, as you can see, I'm in Minecraft. I have the seed picked out. I have biomes picked out for the coming projects, and they are prepared, as in terraformed. Perfectly terraformed. The first of the 3 biomes is a desert, with a desert temple, which would make the perfect center point for our town, with a pillager outpost nearby, and a sunken ship, because if you don't know already, we're in 1.14. The next biome we'll be making a small community in is this jungle. And right below me is a small pond that we can easily fill in with grass, which will be the basis for most of our buildings. And last but not least, a mushroom island, which I will be covering in grass because I think the mushroom ground is rather gross. Anyway, so we're gonna start this and let's see how far we get. As every good Minecrafter knows, the first thing you do at the start of every major project is to terraform the land where you will be building. Let me do that real quick, and I'll see you when I've finished. So I've completely terraformed and cut this island in half. This was all connected. And that waterfall was only one little stream running down the mountainside. But as you can see, this whole island is covered in grass. It took me about a week to completely cover this place, and yes, you can see that I messed around with villagers a bit. And I made myself a little house so as not to be stuck outside during the nighttime. Or at least that's what these guys are supposed to do. Hello, shepherd. And yeah, this is the flag of the now named Emerald Isle. The next step is to make a good road design for your village. And I think I've come up with a couple choices. Either this right here, where the smooth staircases are facing outward, but it makes it look too narrow. I think I'm going to go with this variety, where the staircases merge cleanly with the slabs and makes the road look a lot wider. I mean, we can use the 1 wide and the 2 wide road. Let me clean these roads up and lay out an actual road. So as you can see, we have 1 road completed. And this is what the whole of the island is going to be stretched out like. Now this little community is going to like their, well, mushrooms. So they're going to want to keep as many mushrooms around as possible. Hence, this mushroom got in the way of the building the road, but I just kept it and it fit in nicely. Anyway, moving on. Goes down here. I would have liked it to go down here, but we'll see. We'll see if I change it. Then it ends right before this little alcove into the sea. I just wanted to give you guys a picture of what the whole island's going to be crisscrossed in. So let me get to work with the rest of the roads. So as we fly over the Mushroom Island, or at least the half of it I've transformed, you can see we have a nice inlay of roadways all around the island, and we have little outlets going every which way to indicate where I'm going to be putting a building. I might take some out, I might put some in, but we won't know until we get building. So until then, we're just going to fly into this little inlet here, and I think we're going to go work on the roadways in another biome. So I'll meet you there. As we rise up over this hill, as the sun sets, we can see the temple that will be our center point come into view. And you can see that I have a lot of terraforming to do. Got this hill, got hills all the way around here. All this has to be flattened out. We got that pillager post over there we're going to leave alone for a bit. And I think we're going to go with this for our roadway. If we pop down here, I'll show you what that's going to look like. Kind of like that. And then we'll do a little of this on the sides. And then, yeah, that's what it's going to be. Then we'll have lamps on either side. So let's crack on getting this all cleared out. With the moon rising above my head, I'll see you when that's done. So as you can see, we're going to be going for a different design. I'm going to stick with the sandy color, but keep away from the sandstone like we used at the Mushroom Island. And we're just going to use some stripped birch log. Now, what I'm not showing you is that I took out these lights that I already placed. Now, I already cleared out the whole mountain, and if we turn around, you can see I went a little overboard with designing the temple. This is what the tower is gonna look like, and we're gonna have pillars here, and as the sun goes down, you can see that the whole of this mountain is gone. You can see I've completely demolished pretty much an entire sand mountain range. There was one over there. There was a massive one all around here. So, and you can see the pillager outpost in the distance. So if we go into the, fly over here, go into the desert temple, like so, you can see I've greatly improved the inside, although this is still a little squishy. But I got beacons and a roof here. If we go back down, I'll show you what's going on here. I used terracotta, the orange color, and the chiseled red sandstone to make a nice little pattern. Didn't change the floor at all, except there's a piece of orange glass in place of the blue terracotta with a beacon underneath. It's small. It's not a full-fledged beacon. And then we got the bell in the ceiling. And this is yet another piece of orange glass. And let's see. Oh, looks like all the villagers are having a bath. I made a little jacuzzi in there for them with their beds. This is more or less for now, because all these guys are gonna have professions and homes stretching out across this whole area. But first, I think we want to build a wall to keep the baddies out, because unlike the Mushroom Island, baddies can spawn. So along with planning out where the road's gonna go, we're gonna have to figure out where the wall is gonna go, and I think I'm gonna butt it against that mountain range, have a little gateway going out to the river over there, keep it coming over here, maybe have a little gate out to the sea there, keep it coming over here, over there. We can stretch this out if we want to, but for now I think this is a big enough. I'm gonna try to make a haphazard wall out of, here, let's go into stripped oak log and oak log for the wall. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out the layout and start the foundations of a wall, and I'll get back to you when that's done. Update! I pretty much put a ring around the centerpiece, and this is what it looks like. Pretty uneven, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be a perfect wall. Actually, oh, I didn't link that up. Alright, I'll be putting one straight across. But look at the pattern I created. I rather like this. I don't know exactly how high it goes. 8 at its highest, 2 at its lowest, and we put sandstone caps on all of them. And then on the highest peaks, we put lanterns atop them. And it's just this crazy little pattern. I think it looks good. So let me do as much as I can going around this way. I'll bring you guys back when it's done. Well, that took a little less time than I thought it would. So this entire thing is encased in this awesome looking wall that I created. Anyway, so this is a cute little gate design I came up with. I have to get through 2 doors and then close the doors behind them. And now that I think about it, I might just fill this part in because it looks kind of awful. Because this whole place is level except this. And then we just go like this. Right? Oh, I know. I used, what's it? Nope. Then we'll go for a little ways, and then we might stop a couple more in, out, whatever. Kind of hard to, yeah, that looks good. And then we can make a nice big house here. Maybe pull it in a couple more. Yeah, I'll just come up to this edge, why not? And we can make a nice little building here. And then we just go like this. Not sure what that sound was. It was kind of a failed motor car noise. Now we have to go in and pop all these because those aren't needed. And this is going to be difficult. Oop. Yeah. So now we have to go sideways. We got to pop all these extra ones. If you couldn't tell, I'm in creative, but you probably knew that. Oh, and to end this road, we just cap it off like so. And then, yeah, that's gonna look weird. So yeah, I'll probably fill this whole section with sand so that it'll be nice and even. But yeah, that's how the roads are gonna go. And, you know, I'll go the other way. What I'll probably do is I'll probably fill this all in, and then dig the road bits out, and then place the roads in. And then I'll show you guys what I've come up with. So I'll catch you later when that's done. So, as you can see, we now have a road laid out in the desert biome, and it's quite square. It's quite square. There's not many roads. There's room to expand, but that would mean a hell of a lot more terraforming that I don't care to do at the moment. So right now we're going to work with what we have. We have dead ends that are going to have little houses at the end. Maybe businesses, maybe just houses to house our villagers. And then we'll probably make, like, if we go down here, we'll probably make like 1 or 2 large buildings in these little squares. And we'll have something like this. Boop. Something like that. I'm just gonna do these few with you, and I'll finish up off camera. Alright, so we got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little nubbies, and that's where the beginning of a house would go. So I'm gonna use some coarse dirt to lay out where houses would go. So like, this would be like a fence. It would come out like, probably to here. Go as far back as here. That looks good. And then, let's see, we want to have this even, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So going 6 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And then, let's see if that was even. I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so that's going to be our blueprint for our first little house. Alright, are you ready to see what I came up with? It's looking sweet. So this is what I came up with for the archway, I guess. And then inside here, if we look around, we can see that all this is this particular stair, the smooth sandstone stair. And then what I did was I put the regular sandstone stair instead of the sandstone blocks on top of these. I did end up extending the brown terracotta. That's the pillar that pokes out of there and goes all the way up, like this one does. Anyway, moving on. You can see I extended the orange one all the way over here. And I fixed this wall so it looks nice. Did I not? What happened here? Aha! Okay. Let me fix that. Alright, so that's done. And for the floor, I went red, orange, yellow, regular, and brown. I think it came out really nice. I like it. And it's a contrast to what's here. I like the pattern here. I don't really want to change it. It's kind of a little of the old and a little of the new. But yeah, I like this. So anyway, that's that build pretty much complete. I just gotta figure out what's gonna go on in the inside because of course this is gonna be our little meeting area. Yeah, let's fix the pool. So I think what I'm gonna do is just make staircases here, just so people can get out. No, everybody gotta move. Move, people. You're in the way. I don't want to kill you. Alright, that should be good. Alright. Donkey! Alright, that should be good. Everybody should be able to get out. Ugh. Alright, and then I think we'll work on these next. Oh, and, you know, this is what that looks like. So this is just all around what it looks like, and hopefully these guys will go elsewhere out of the tub. We somehow gotta fix this pool situation, because maybe the road's off? I don't know. That'd be a pain in the butt. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it for today. And next episode, we're gonna finish the back two fires and start on some of these houses, because these guys need actual proper places to sleep. That'll do it for me, and I'll catch you in the next episode.